Try Audible Plus risk-free and get access to thousands of titles, including a vast array of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals that span genre, length, and format. Follow the link in the description and start your free trial of Audible Plus today. They say in space no one can hear you scream. Well, in Alien Resurrection, there's really nothing to scream about. As requested by Movie Club member Christian Hannah Horror, here's my review of 1997's Alien Resurrection. 200 years after the events of Alien 3, scientists aboard a military vessel use a clone of Ripley to genetically manufacture xenomorphs. Of course, this turns out to be a really horribly bad idea. Soon the xenomorphs are making mincemeat out of everybody, and Ripley may no longer be playing for Team Humanity, as the process of genetic cloning has caused her DNA to merge with that of a xenomorph. So right off the bat, my first thoughts with Alien Resurrection have always been, 1. Why? No, I mean, I get it. Fox was hoping that one of their most beloved IPs would garner them huge box office returns, and once more spark everyone's love for and fear of the alien. And 2, why? If you're attempting to rekindle everyone's love for Alien, why go with a story that immediately alerts the audience that you're completely bereft of new ideas? For one, why are people still trying to use the xenomorph for military and/or capital gain? Had there been some kind of widespread redaction of certain historic events, kind of like they're doing today, and as Spanish philosopher George Santayana once said, those who can't remember the past are condemned to repeat it. What's even more noggin-scratching is the fact that these egghead scientists are smart enough to clone aliens and humans and alien-human hybrids, yet they overlook one incredibly important detail and don't acid-proof the floors of the Xenos holding cells. Wouldn't that have been among the very first topics brought up when the idea of cloning xenomorphs first came about? Like, didn't somebody say, hey, don't those things have acid for blood that can pretty much eat through anything? Yeah, but I'm sure that very thin floor grating will be more than sufficient. Just keep them away from sharp things. Alien 3, regardless of your thoughts on the film, was the perfect send-off for Ellen Ripley. The image of Ripley slowly descending toward her fiery doom while struggling with a queen freshly born from her own sternum, so greedy corporate types and egomaniacal scientists can't get their hands on it, is a great hero moment in what I consider to be a wonderfully nihilistic and underrated film. But because Fox pulled a dump truck of money up to her front door, her words, not mine, Ripley's back, proving that regardless of how much money you're paid, if your heart's just not in it, it doesn't matter, because Sigourney Weaver is asleep at the wheel here. This time around, Ripley's got a little alien in her, and I don't mean a chest burster. Her DNA is merged with the Xeno, giving her increased strength, speed, the ability to heal at an accelerated rate, acid blood, and a psychic link to the Queen. How does she exhibit these awesome new abilities? Well, on the basketball court, of course. Seriously, there's a basketball court on the ship, and her new alien-like abilities make her a real terror in the paint. Enter Winona Ryder, part of a crew of space pirates who've made the horrible mistake of doing business with the general in charge of this space asylum. Ryder at the time was at a pretty low point in her career, so I'm sure Fox was able to snag her for a fraction of Sigourney Weaver's fee. But with Ryder too, the lights are on, but nobody's home. The writing here is pretty lazy, consisting of a dash of Alien, a sprinkle of Aliens, and a pinch of Alien 3. It's just enough to remind you of how much better those other films are, and how poorly this one is trying to emulate them. And though Joss Whedon is credited as the only screenwriter, his original treatment revolved around Newt being cloned, not Ripley. The tongue-in-cheek tone for the film that he had envisioned was also scrapped. One of the film's few saving graces is the crew of space pirates led by Michael Winkett. The crew is comprised of a colorful assortment of geeks, outcasts, and weirdos who provide the film a much-needed boost. Ron Perlman in particular shines. His characters shoot first and ask questions never. We've only got a few minutes left to live, so let's die getting it on attitude definitely increases the film's overall watchability. We get a pretty cool underwater sequence in which Xenos chase humans through a flooded mess hall. Here's a fun game. Try holding your breath during this sequence and see how long you last. Another fun sequence occurs when Ripley discovers a room full of failed clones of herself. There's lots of callbacks to Aliens and Ripley's desire to be a mother. She gets emotional while looking at a picture of a young girl that reminds her of Newt. And because the Queen was taken from her, she feels a kind of motherly kinship with the Xenos. You could have built some real tension and conflict around this. Ripley, who's lost everything, including her own life, since first encountering a xenomorph, now feels more in common with them than the idiot humans who keep cloning them for capital gain. But instead, Ripley, with all her new Xeno-heightened abilities, can dunk a basketball with ease. And why is Ripley so sexual in this movie? She's sexual with pretty much everybody, even the aliens. Does alien DNA boost libido or something? And could that be why people are so intent on reproducing Xenos? I think I just came up with the idea for the next Alien movie. Alien 5, Erection. Alien Resurrection isn't a bad movie. It's far from being a good movie, but there's aspects of the film that I find enjoyable and perfectly entertaining. It just feels like the passionless product of people who really didn't want to be involved in it. Huge shout out to Movie Club member Christian Hannah Horror, who requested that I review Alien Resurrection. Thank you for your review request, and thank you for being a patron. I appreciate your support. If there's a movie you'd like to see me review, follow the link in the description or head over to patreon.com/pizowell and join the Movie Club today. Let me know your thoughts on Alien Resurrection down in the comments section below. And while you're down there, let me know what your overall favorite Alien movie is. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Hello, Mr. Xenomorph. Give us a kiss, then. A huge shout out to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for exclusive live streams, get early access to videos, and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Become a channel member and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.